It's the last day of the legislative session, but the work from lawmakers is far from over. The governor has already called a special session entirely focused on clearing the way for a liquefied natural gas pipeline. Our political reporter Will Courtney is in the Capitol with some breaking news.
Yeah, Rebecca, we currently are learning that the operating budget is currently being debated over in the Senate right now. It's a pretty significant step for that body, one step closer to understanding what the full PFD is going to be valued at. Currently $1,200, a $1,000 PFD, permanent fund dividend, plus a $200 energy relief rebate. That's currently being discussed in the Senate, one step closer to sine die as well when the adjournment actually happens. All bills which are not passed, they do die after sine die. I want to go back to a little bit of that special session that's right on the horizon. The governor called one yesterday. LNG is going to be the focus of that special session, and LNG is quite a priority as well. And the question is, what's going to get passed? Lawmakers want an LNG pipeline, but what that's going to look like is going to be up to the legislation that's before them. Now, during a special session, there was a lot of work to get a plan passed over the last several days, coming in the form of an amendment. Ultimately, it seems like that initiative has fallen flat. The special session is going to be focusing on the House version of the bill, all at play, providing property tax exemptions. How much they're going to be is going to be the top discussion in that special session. We have a lot happening in the Capitol currently. Behind me, the House chamber is getting gavelled in pretty shortly. A lot of work still at play. But again, that Senate is really what we're watching right now to see if they concur. The House has already concurred with the budget. That's the last step before it goes to the governor. Rebecca.
Should be a busy afternoon then, Will. It's a wet Wednesday for several parts of South Central and Southeast Alaska. Bailey Braun joins us now with the forecast and the rain chances for the rest of the state.
Thank you, Rebecca. Yeah, the last couple of days has almost been a repeat, starting off the day with these cloudy skies, seeing that scattered rain. Then by the afternoon, seeing a little bit of a break in those clouds like we're seeing outside right now, even seeing a little bit of green on the trees finally. But you're right, we do have more of those rain chances on the way, especially into tomorrow. But high temperatures trending slightly cooler than normal, of course, because that's what we've been dealing with for the last couple months, it seems. But high temperatures currently reaching 50 degrees. Now, over the last 24 hours, our precipitation totals have been the heaviest in the Copper River Basin, reaching over 1.2 inches of that rain and over 1.1 inches of rainfall in Cordova. Now, for tomorrow, we're expecting even more of that rain. Slightly scattered showers throughout areas like the Copper River Basin and into Anchorage, but southeast is another area where we've been seeing a lot of this wet weather, and that's the only thing really in store for this region the next couple of days. So far today, we've seen nearly 2 inches of rainfall into areas like Yakutat and just a little bit less across the region, seeing other heavy amounts like in Sitka at about 0.4 inches and about 0.3 inches of rain in Juneau. Now, as we look ahead, this is only the first front. We have a second front moving through, which is that L on the left of your screen. That is that next low pressure system sweeping across the Aleutians right now. So through the overnight hours, mostly cloudy skies, and then we'll see a return in wet weather across the south central region, even more expected throughout your Thursday. So brace for another day of that scattered rainfall. And for tomorrow, those high temperatures reaching into the 50s for south central and the low 50s for southeast.
Thank you so much, Bailey. Anchorage police are investigating their fourth officer-involved shooting of the year. Chief Sean Case says at every encounter, the suspect had a gun and shot it. The most recent happened Tuesday near Braga and Rica Drive, leading to a man's death. A separate officer-involved shooting also happened on Braga Street back in April 7th. The suspect was taken into custody. Then on April 15th, a stolen car chase near 34th and Bering in Midtown resulted in an OIS, a police canine was hit, causing him to lose a toe. Finally, the first OIS of 2026 happened March 28th during a South Anchorage standoff on Shore Circle. A house fire also followed. The suspect was found dead at the scene. Chief Case says that the department needs to widen their focus about gun violence in the city, calling it a crisis. The 3 officers involved in this week's shooting are on leave. State Office of Special Prosecutions is reviewing what happened. Their names will be released after 72 hours.
1960.
The Alaska Department of Public Safety wrapped up its annual statewide Peace Officer Memorial Ceremony in Anchorage. Officers from across the state gathered at the Alaska Scientific Crime Detection Lab. and they honored the 69 local, borough, state, and federal peace officers who have died in the line of duty while serving Alaskans.
Their names have been etched into the memorial. These are not just names carved into stone. They are our family, our friends, and each with a story, each with a legacy. Their dedication did not depend on jurisdiction, badge, department, or uniform. They served one mission: to protect the people of this great state of Alaska.
Now, the ceremony included top public safety leaders, including the U.S. Attorney for Alaska and the Anchorage Police Chief. A new bell was also added, donated to the fallen heroes and their families by the chaplains and the Anchorage Police Department. Improvements to barracks are coming to soldiers across the nation, but for now, the fate of some of those changes, those are in Fairbanks. Fort Wainwright is being used as a pilot for a new initiative. Now, according to garrison leaders, the Department of Army is looking into ways to improve the quality of life for soldiers. That includes providing free Wi-Fi in the barracks in partnership with University of Alaska Fairbanks. And that pilot program will collect data on cost, reliability, internet speed, and ability to address issues when they come up. Collected data will be shared with Congress to talk about funding. April was the month of the military child, and according to the Department of Defense, around 1.6 million children are part of this group. An Air Force band is helping to make sure they don't feel alone. Georgina Fernandez shows us how at Eagle River High School they do that.
1, 2.
When it comes to music,
It's my whole life.
it's everything for some students.
It's like the way that I express myself.
A universal language
Music really connects everyone.
shared amongst music lovers, no matter the instrument or rank.
It's the greatest honor in the world to be able to wear this uniform doing what I love the most.
Service members speaking that language with Eagle River High School students in April during a special United States Air Force Band of the Pacific visit and performance for the month of the military child.
I think it's really amazing to be able to connect with people that are passionate with the same things that you're passionate about.
Staff Sergeant Courtney Wood is one of the musicians with the band
I've been singing since I was old enough to talk.
who uses music to spread cultural diplomacy.
I think it's more important now than ever that people have a positive image of just not only the United States Air Force, but of Americans in general. So connecting with people through music is a wonderful way to achieve that mission.
Last month, those skills carried a different tune as the band put on a performance highlighting military children.
Military kids serve too. It's a little bit different and it wasn't their choice, but they have a lot of challenges like being separated from their parents and moving around a lot and having to start over every time they move.
Seen and supported, as service members also worked alongside student musicians,
It's really cool, especially because I do want to be a professional musician.
providing tips and guidance and showing how the skills they develop here can translate to the outside world.
If it's possible, we can inspire one kid to either pursue music professionally or maybe pursue a career in the military, then that's a huge win.
Because the language they love doesn't stop at these walls. Georgina Fernandez, Alaska's news source.
Now, we do want to go back out to Juneau, where our political reporter Will Courtney has some breaking news tonight.
Yeah, Rebecca, we understand that the operating budget has been passed. As soon as we hopped off the air, the Senate did vote on the operating budget in a vote 17-3. I believe that is the Senate minority fractured in that vote. Alongside the operating budget, we are going to be receiving a $1,200 permanent fund dividend. As a reminder, that's $1,000 in the PFD proper and then a $200 energy relief rebate to all dividend recipients as well. The House, which is right behind me, has already voted to concur with the conference committee report. That was the last step in the legislative session to decide what that's ultimately going to look like. So we have the operating budget. It is passed and it is on its way to the governor's office. As a reminder, a $1,200 PFD.
Thanks for listening. Click subscribe so you can get the latest podcast from Alaska's news source automatically. And stay up to date with breaking news and in-depth reporting available for free 24/7 with the Alaska's News Source app.